And welcome back to another video, guys. Today is going to be more of an experimental video. I wanted to create some pods for the speakers on the 2001 CRV. It's the door panels sound kind of hollow, and I wanted to create pods, but I didn't want to use any wood. I didn't want to use any Bondo. I didn't want to use any like fiberglass or anything like that. I went to the store and took a look at the prices, and they are extremely high for that type of material. This is not a show car. This is just kind of like my personal vehicle to get around town, and I don't want to spend crazy money on this project. So, what I'm going to be doing, some of you may think, oh no, you should have done this or done that, and of course there are those methods. But in this case, we're going to use nothing but thick paper and wood glue. So we're gonna create a kind of simulate MDF. It's all particle wood and glue like pressed together. So we're gonna use kind of like a similar method, but we're gonna be using a lot of strips of paper and gluing them together. Kind of looks like paper mache, but using wood glue, it's gonna be pretty strong enough for it to hold pressure of the speaker, and then waterproof as well. And if you guys are new here, my name is Ernie, and I customize custom promotional products for businesses. I airbrush one-off like apparel and custom controllers, but today we're going to be working on the CRV. And the first step was to remove the grill, and I wanted to kind of take a look at the structural and see where we can hang the pod from, and then to see if we have any like clearance issue and what we can do to cut away any extra material that's on there that's going to be in our way. We're going to start off by removing some extra plastic material that's in around the ring, and that will give us clearance for the speaker and the pod to fit through there. Otherwise it's going to be too tight. So I'm using this oscillating tool to slowly remove some of that extra plastic. I'm going to go ahead and clear out some of the extra debris on there and try to make that as smooth as possible. So right now I'm trying to figure out how to mount this particular pod, and I found these little tabs on Home Depot. They are tabs for, I think, like holding up mirrors and very thin like frames and stuff like that. So I had a whole bunch of these from a different project, so I'm going to be using these. And I'm trying to figure out how they're gonna go, and it turned out that I have to like kind of straighten them out and then fold them kind of like 90 degrees in order for them to fit properly. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. All right, so all the tabs are already in there installed properly. I'm checking with the speaker to make sure that I'm able to install the speaker as well, and we have clearance. And if we do, then we're gonna go ahead and continue on with this experiment. The first couple of layers of this strip is going to go underneath the brackets, and then after the brackets or that paper kind of fills that little gap in between the tab, the mounting tab, and then the kind of like the plastic ring, then I'm gonna be overlaying the paper on top of the tab. So it's kind of, the tab kind of gets sandwiched and glued in between the paper ring, which will eventually, it'll sealed in there, so it'll hold everything together. So even though I'm going to be using this as an actual base ring for the pod, even if you're not doing it this particular way, you can use this method to kind of get the shape of that ring. Sometimes with like door panels, like you have different different weird shapes, so you can use this process to kind of get the shape that you want, and then you remove the ring, and then you can use that as a tracing stencil on, like, let's say if you are going to do it out of wood, then you can use that that way as well. So the ring is pretty much dry. I'm going to allow it to sit there for a bit, and I'm going to start working on what's essentially going to be the pod itself. And I ended up doing a whole bunch of strips, and then doing like an asterisk, if you will, kind of creating a whole bunch of X's. Once that dries, I'm gonna push that inside the hole that we have, and that'll kind of give us the structural, that curvature that we need. For clearance, I ended up putting a piece of wood onto the glass. The glass is already pushed all the way down, so the piece of wood, it's about an inch thick. So here's the beginning, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to press it in there until it hits the tab, so I know there's clearance. I'm going to get the shape that I want, and I'm going to start gluing each of those strips onto the ring that I've already made on the bottom, and that'll give us our kind of like beginning structure of the pod. Once the glue has dried, I'm going to remove the entire pod. Obviously you're going to have all these, you know, excess material that we need to cut off, and this kind of gives us like a beginning of the curvature of what we want. So now the idea is to kind of create a paper mache type of a pod, but instead of using just flour and water, we're going to be using actual wood glue, and that's going to give us more of a bond. And instead of using just whatever paper, I have this kind of paper that you get when you get an Amazon package. It has that filler on there, so your item is not moving around. So essentially that's what we're going to be doing. Just taking a whole bunch of little strips and just applying one after the other one, and then just adding a whole bunch of glue to it to kind of make sure everything's bonded together. The more layers that you do and the more glue that you put on there will make this whole pod even stronger. So I wasn't sure how many layers I ended up putting, but you can kind of determine that yourself. So yeah. I'm covering the inside and the outside as well. If you're like wanting to do something like extremely solid, that's just kind of like for sure going to be like for competition or anything like that, you could probably add, you know, fiberglass on the back of this, and of course insulate the inside with like, you know, specialty foam, so you get your nice sound. But for me, it's just, you know, like I said, a vehicle that I'm just using to drive around town, so it's not a big deal. So I'm gonna allow this to dry and see exactly how strong it is with just the layers. If I think I need more layers, I'm gonna remove it and add more layers later on once everything's nice and solid. I think the bond is pretty good. I'm just going a little extra and putting any excess glue kind of in between any of the gaps to try to fill those in. So it's semi-dry. It still has a little bit of moisture in there. I'm gonna go ahead and install it. In the hole, there's a kind of like some sort of framing for the door that I can't actually cut. So there's gonna be because this is soft still, I'm gonna install it and push it in, and that's kind of give me that warped around that framing. So I'm just gonna allow it to sit and dry, and I'm gonna come back and check on it to see how strong it actually is. So it's been a couple of days now, and it actually dried really hard, and you can tell the difference in sound for sure. There's really nothing more I'm gonna do to this. I think this is pretty solid by itself, but you know, if you want to go extra, you can definitely add, you know, fiberglass or, you know, Bondo and, you know, foam inside, so it sounds even better. But for me, this is pretty good enough. Like it sounds really good. I think it worked pretty good. So this is one way of doing a pod without having to use fiberglass or anything else in that manner. So that's how it came out. Let me know what you guys think. Well guys, that's gonna be it for this video. Hopefully you enjoy this weird project of mine. For now here, I'll leave you a couple of clips of some artwork that we've been working on. For now, take it easy, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Take it easy for now.